You have goals, you want to achieve something by the end of the year. Your problem is not starting, but your problem is sustaining. In this video, we will talk about 4 emotive drivers that will help sustain your discipline. If you're paying attention, I use the term emotive drivers. It is very common for most of us to set goals using numbers, using something that is tangible and something that you can measure. Because in school and a lot of perspective in our life, that's how we are taught to measure and set our goals. However, consider this. Some of the most important things in your life are emotive in nature. Meaning, it has elements of being emotional, has perspective and elements of feelings that is abstract and intangible. It is a misconception that we cannot measure things that is intangible. In fact, in this video, I will talk about 4 key drivers that can help you improve your discipline. The first emotive driver that everybody must consider when you're setting your goals and when you are trying to strive to sustain your discipline is confidence. By working on a particular goal, by working on a particular aspect in your life that you want to achieve, does it help you improve your confidence? Ask yourself this. If by the end of the day, I do not improve my confidence by achieving my goal, is it a worthwhile goal to begin with? People who are very fixated about improving themselves will eventually feel a sense of improvement that they have moved from a place where they are not so good to a place that they are better. When we do more of that, we increase our self-worth and ultimately become more confident and stronger than before. The second emotive driver is something that I think is the most important driver of all, which is happiness or joy. When we are setting up goals to improve ourselves, whenever we want to do anything, consider your energy level, consider your happiness level while doing that action. If you have to drag your feet, if you feel that it is a chore for you to do something, you do not get any joy in pursuing this goal, then it may not be the goal that you need to begin with. Consider an example, going to the gym. A lot of us set out goals that I want to start exercising, but whenever you drive yourself to the gym, whenever you're in the gym, you don't feel at ease. You in fact feel embarrassed, you feel like you do not know enough, you feel inadequate. In fact, deep down inside, if you are honest about it, you are not happy. One of the emotive driver that you must clarify is, by doing this, do I become happier? The third emotive driver is the sense of pride. When you are pursuing your goals, it will also become somewhat of your identity. For example, if you want to take on the hobby of cycling, if you want to take on the hobby of singing, if you want to learn a new language, when you set out these goals, if you achieve it, does it give you a sense of pride? Do you feel satisfaction because it is something that is hard to do, or is something that not many people can achieve? By adhering to this particular emotive driver, you then get a sense of accomplishment that cannot be achieved by doing something else. A sense of pride will become your motivational fuel that keep you going when you feel down. Because at the end of the day, you will ask yourself, why am I doing this? And your answer will be, I want to do this because it will give me a great sense of satisfaction, a great sense of accomplishment. And that is something that you may not be able to measure, but you can feel it in your heart. The fourth and final emotive driver that can help sustain a discipline is power. Power is an interesting emotive driver. because it's so unique, it gives you an additional bonus by the end of achieving your goals. Sometimes we don't think about emotive drivers like that. For example, when you lose weight, does it empower you? It improves your confidence, it makes you feel good, but does it give you power? An example of a goal that gives you power, for example, is completing a particular course that is very difficult that nobody else has done before. It could also be completing your PhD. If you complete your PhD, you level up your positioning in your industry. The emotive driver of power is something that can give you intangible, but at the same time give you a strong sense of feeling that you're accomplishing something. And that something can also be used to influence others. So the next time when you're feeling down and you feel that you lack that discipline, I want you to consider not imagining the outcome that you want. Imagine instead on the 4 emotive driver. Number 1, by doing what you need to do, does it give you a sense of confidence? Does it give you happiness when you're doing it? Does it give you a sense of pride? And finally, does it give you a sense of power? Because unless you have at least one of the 4 emotive drivers, you will not and will never get that motivation to begin with. With this understanding, I hope you will feel your discipline and continue to get it done, because at the end of the day, if we can feel it, we don't even need to see it. As long as we know in our heart, this is something that I want to achieve, it can motivate and drive you. I hope that with these 4 drivers, you will be able to sustain your discipline more effectively. With that, I wish you a luminous day ahead.